This is a different build I'm running on L25. It uses the same premise of silver bullets, a powder bag, and garrison supplies. However, I'm using it with repeater. And notice I'm firing so many shots, the sprays linger afterwards. It's more intense as I get agility orbs. So, premise is the same, but on Peter you have the addition of grenades on hit, which can also apply silver bullets, and then powder bag. I do need to correct myself. Previously, adding damage onto this does boost this damage, because this is a flat damage added into this before multipliers. So, yeah, but the ranks on this, the levels on this will not change anything. It'll just increase your mana cost. If you want that, go for it. You really don't need it in order to maintain cooldowns and conviction, so I just stick with level 1. So damage is still coming from this. It's absurdly high, and where Split Shot wasn't fully registering all of the explosions per shot, this definitely is, and it will lag out the entire game. I don't have a very good powder bag, but I've still hit over 10 million per explosion. Actually, yeah, this is actually the best one I encountered, which is kinda sad. Because the previous one was 362%. But this is still doing more damage. Now you can get all the items you need in Act 1. Well, these 3 are the core. These you can get in Act 2, maybe also still Act 1. So it's fairly easy to get going. And I just chuck these on for 75% evasion when I hit, which is stupid. Which means like it's hit by 1 in 4 shots. That's the cap. And for the constellation map, the same trees here. So agility orbs, because then agility orbs, power orbs, will reduce cooldowns by 1 second. I have everything at level 1 so I can spam my abilities. This for more crit chance, crit damage, skill speed, damage per agility orb, skill speed for marksman skills, and additional shots. And then chance to get agility orbs. So agility orbs are on hit on elite, there's an 8% chance, then multiplied by this. And on kills a 40% chance multiplied by these. Max agility orbs you can get is 40, that might change as updates happen, because some of these you cannot even pick up yet. You can't even reach the 99 requirements. It's probably the devs way of locking upgrades that they aren't finished making. Then I went for Dawnlight for multiplicative fire damage, because the powder bag is fire damage. Then I picked this because it's both physical and fire damage, and I was struggling with survivability at the time. So, figure helps. I'm trying to get at least 7 in these. So I put more points in. I need 10 for faith at this point in time. No, it's still 7. I overinvested, it's fine. That's here. So, I decided to run Passage this time, instead of the Prayer of Healing. Passage just gets you through the area so much quicker. Focus on these. I got the skill ranks, but honestly, I probably shouldn't have, because I'm not even using them. I would say more just focusing on the marksman damage might be useful, but conviction and mana are important, and obviously the red portal's to skip. this is roughly the same for the previous video. So again, quick summary. Repeater is now fire damage and shoots grenades that deal fire damage as well. Both the shots and the grenades will apply silver bullets, which is a physical damage instance based on 30% of current conviction. Physical damage will be multiplied by 280% after the additive multipliers, and then this will get its own multiplication stuff happening. Slow time exposes enemies that take 20% multiplicative damage bonus. That applies to this from both the normal shots and the grenades, and it applies to this. I suspect that you get multiple grenades per hit due to projectile skill amount, and also this, because there have been way too many grenades happening at the same time. Then skill projectile amount, so I have a total of 176%. I accidentally found another one and didn't take it because I thought it was something else. This is just fills the spot. And survivability over here. This is oils them so that these will instantly apply ignite along with her, so every single bullet will apply powder pack. And then conviction from standing in the bubble and from post body. Prioritize crit damage as it gets multiplied, as it applies to both several bullets damage and powder bags damage. I don't quite have the cooldowns perfect, so I will take this a bit of cooldown. Conviction is base damage for several bullets, and that's what's actually causing the fire explosions. So an increased conviction gain is very, very useful. The most I've ever seen on my character is 90,000. Area of effect. This is useful, but critical damage on this is the best. Critical damage on this will apply to silver bullets, but will not then again apply to powder bag. So it's decent for being an additive multiplier that is then multiplied by powder bullets in the same way that physical damage. It's quite good because silver bullets, which is being multiplied in, uses physical damage multipliers. Also, this lags the game out so much. So much. Apologies out of time. That is not matter. It would be nice to get evading increases marksman damage by 20%, stacking up to 5 times. It's a huge damage modifier. okay. Sure, the in-game time is stupidly quick as well. There is something satisfying about doing so much damage the game cannot handle it.
Has brought me an enlightened instrument. My prayers have been heard. I'm grateful for this gift.
I do not like these. The only annoying thing is this teleporting.
This artifact shall aid me in vanquishing the enemies.
It just sounds 1 million. Okay. Let's do this.
Specimen 329B insists on returning despite his instinctive. His actions confirm his reduced brain matter.
Your bullying affects me no
His
more.
actions show he's stupid. Yes, I won in seconds. Oh look, a really good one. There's more rank 0 than my current one. Would have been nice. So as per last time, I bagged in most of the damage. As you can see here, this is far greater than the sum of this. That's just relic damage. This has to be one of the easiest builds to get together. Genuinely. Requires 0 investment, 3 relics. And even though I was using one at tier 2, it's still destroyed. It's noise. Okay. Weird. More points. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure what I would even. Well, I guess area damage for the powder bag, if it counts as an AoE. I genuinely do not know. What's on it to pick? Probably this. And down here. Not doing lightning damage, not doing summons. Never on low life, don't need the spell skill damage. So I would just say this first. Then this. Then here. No, hold on. These two. Then this. Then this. Then here. Get to the 40%. Max out this, and then max out this. Better than what I have. Sure. So. These 3 are the most important. This is a nice little buff. Those are good for defense. Also good for defense. This is multiplicative damage that will apply to several bullets, and then which gets multiplied by this, and then this will apply on top because they're separate damage instances. This is useful because it makes every single shot instantly ignite. Every single fire grenade instantly ignite, and this immediately consumes the ignite debuff. This doubles the number of projectiles, and I suspect it also applies to grenades. It's multiplicative, so it's applied after all the additive projectile buffs. This is just good for conviction. That's, oh my gosh, 1,314 life multiplied by 783%, and then again by 3. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I didn't even realize it was that much. And this is is 16% mana per second, and decay is very useful. Decay resistance is very useful. So I very much recommend you use this. Everything's at level 1. The base damage here doesn't apply to powder bag because you're using silver bullets for the explosion, and silver bullets uses your conviction as its base damage. Just for the sake of being a completionist. Then the bell. All conviction scales off of mana. All the sources that I know of. Spending mana, and then this scales off mana, and that scales off mana as well. So, conviction gain, conviction mana spent, for mana spent, decay resistance, as well as mana stuff in general, quite useful. These are actually unnecessary. I could have left them alone. Focus more on mana shield and stuff like that, crit chance, all of those things. The first thing to do is to go upwards and fill up the soulstone gain. That will increase the amount of bell XP you get. Then, while you're doing that, you may as well grab the reliquary size. Well, reliquary first, then soulstone gain. Then focus on red portals. Just when you are needing to fill out the locks that are all over the place, prioritize soulstones. Then mana, marksman skill damage is decent, because that should apply to silver bullets. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching.